Hello everyone. What's up you guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. I am so excited for this right now because this is going to be a book vlog. I'm going to be reading, talking about books, going book shopping, going to a very anticipated bookstore in New York City. This is really my first video of this kind. I've done a reading vlog in the past, reading the Throne of Glass series, but this is more of just kind of a overall, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just going to be a vlog, but focused on books and reading, not any specific series. I'm just really excited for this. And I just recently discovered, and I know that my book girlies are probably like, what the fuck? But I just recently started watching Sara Caroli's videos. I love them. They have inspired me so much to do more book related videos. If you don't already follow Sara, which I feel like a lot of you probably do, I'm gonna leave her channel down below. She has been inspiring me so much and her videos just make me feel so calm and cozy. It's like they're like a warm hug, and that's the vibe that I want this to give. Starting off with the ambiance right now, it's a very gloomy day. I just lit a candle, I turned on all my lamps, I've got a coffee. It's actually not the one you just saw me make, this is the second one. What can I say? I made a list at the end of last week of a few books that I wanted to pick up and read, and now I'm looking back at the list and I'm like, not entirely sure. There was never an intention for me to get through all of those books in this video because I don't really want to rush myself. I don't know. I am 100% a mood reader. If I'm not in the mood to read something, a specific genre or whatever, I just won't be able to get into it and give it my full attention, which is what I want to do. Like I want to be able to pay attention and get the most out of everything. My three favorite genres are as follows. Number one, psychological thrillers and mystery type books. That has historically been my favorite genre overall, I think probably ever. Coming in a close second is just contemporary romance. I love a good romance book, but lately, and by lately I mean starting probably about a year ago, I have been in my fantasy era. I am so deep in fantasy. Fantasy is my favorite genre at the moment. I have been reading non-stop fantasy. I'm currently reading House of Flame and Shadow, which is the third book in the Crescent City series. It is the most recent book, and I think there's supposed to be one more. This series is not finished. The AGGGGTM series is also not finished. These are in the same multiverse, and also Throne of Glass is in this multiverse. So once I've read this book, I will be completely caught up on the happenings of this multiverse, and I'm excited. I literally am almost done. If you can see that little bit left is what I have to read. I've been reading this at night for some reason. This is like my bedtime book, which is interesting considering what's happening. Anyway, besides the point. So I love those three genres, just putting all this information out there so you can get to know me as a reader a little bit. I actually went to one of my favorite bookstores ever, McNally Jackson, the other day because on that list that I just mentioned of books that I wanted to pick up and read, it's more, from what I understand, like a psychological thriller. I actually discovered this book on Goodreads. I was scrolling through like the most read this week and new releases sections on Goodreads, and I saw this one, read the description, thought it sounded right up my alley. So the other day I was in Williamsburg. I stopped by my favorite bookstore. Okay, hello. I'm in Williamsburg right now, about to go to my favorite bookstore ever, which is McNally Jackson. You already know. I'm gonna see if they have the new release that I want to grab. It's called The God of the Woods. I'm hoping for the best. This is amazing. This is literally exactly what I wanted. So now it is in my possession. I've had it in my possession for the last few days. I have been itching to start this book because it just sounds so up my alley. Like it's taking place in a summer camp. It has mystery vibes, thriller vibes. I just love that any time of year. I feel like spring and summer are my prime romance times. Fall and winter are my prime fantasy times. I feel like those vibes just align. They make sense in my head. But all year round is psychological thriller time. I could read one of these whenever. So this is the first book that I've got. I do want to go, like I said, to another bookstore later on in this video and pick up a few other ones that I have on my list. I hope that they have them there. I think they will, but I want to start reading this one now. Even though I'm not done House of Flame and Shadow yet, I feel like I'm kind of hitting a wall. Even though I'm this close to being done, I'm not as locked in as I should be. So I think I just need to take a break, and I'm gonna go in with this one. I'll stop if I have anything to say. I'm not going to be giving any spoilers. I hope you're excited because I know I am. page 58 of this book, and so far everyone is incredibly sus. I don't trust a single person in this book. Everyone seems like they're hiding something, but that's what I love. I love it when I'm like, these people are all really shady. This one camper has gone missing. We know that happens very early on, but it keeps going back and forth in time to the beginning of camp and to the end of camp, so it's just 2 months back and forth, and it goes from different main characters' perspectives. I'm intrigued and I'm gonna keep reading. I am now on page 171, this far in. And all I have to say is everyone is just so fucking weird. The men in this book are so misogynistic. Why am I getting 100 texts right now? Just the way that these rich people treat other people and even their own wives and kids is so like bizarre. I've been unnerved this entire time, the entire 170 pages I've read. I just have to know what's going on. There's so many like storylines right now, and then they leave you off and they go to another person's perspective, and I'm like, wait, I wasn't done. So it makes me want to keep reading. So I'm still here. I'm on page 210. These people are so weird. This girl just gave birth to a daughter, and her fuck-ass husband just offered up some random ass name for her, and then it says, it was important, she had heard, she meaning the wife who just gave birth, to let one's husband feel invested in the children. Any interest he expressed should be rewarded. Like, what is this, The Handmaid's Tale? Bitch, oh my god. It's like the men run shit and the rich families just get away with everything. Obviously I don't agree with any of this, but it does make for an interesting book. This line just really took me off guard. Any interest he expressed should be rewarded. Like, okay. Oh, this is so sick and twisted. I feel like I'm being gaslit. What is the truth? Everyone is just, oh my god, they're making me feel crazy. The people in this book are making me feel crazy. I just took a break to eat and now I'm back. It is 7:40. I am over halfway done this book. Okay, I did not start this book today with the intention of actually finishing it today, but now that I've gotten this far, like I'm over halfway, I could definitely see myself finishing it today. I don't know, we'll see. Because about this point is where shit really starts to get like pick up and connections are made. I keep going off into tangents about other shit that's like not the main story of this book, like the girl who goes missing. I keep branching off of that and talking about all these other characters and like other timelines, and I'm assuming they all weave together, and I feel like some of them are starting to weave together right about now. So this is where shit like really picks up. I have to just keep going, and you know what, I'm having fun, so whatever. Page 264. On page 373. Like, I'm cruising through this book. I have this much left. I have no idea who did it. No idea. I have gone through so many theories. This is what I love in a psychological thriller, mystery, like whodunit. I love when it's making me think and I'm trying to figure it out before they tell me what happened. Every time I think I know, I'm like, wait, is it though? Like, I am second guessing. So I will definitely be finishing that. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see what time it is. 9:19. I just know. I literally knew it. Be serious. Good morning, everyone. It's a new day. I have so much to update you on with my books, but that will have to wait because I'm just about to leave right now to go to a very, very highly anticipated bookstore. That is right. We are going to none other than the Ripped Bodice in Brooklyn. I am so excited. I'm literally just putting my perfume on really quick. I've been looking for new scents. I have a signature scent that I don't think I'll ever stop using, but I've been looking for more for like everyday and seasonal and whatever. So I just put this one on. Oh my god, I love it. It's the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy Gold Couture, and I got it from Scentbird. I wanted to show you this before I throw this little thing in my purse and bring it along with me, because I always have to bring a fragrance with me. So I just put it in its little bag. I can take it with me. This smells like spring and summer to me. I just love this scent so much. I feel good when I like look good, smell good, you know. And Scentbird is actually kindly sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna pass the phone to future Hannah to tell you a little bit more about Scentbird. Oh my gosh, no, I think that I found my new favorite everyday scent. I'm so serious. That scent in question is Extra Milk by Dead Cool. I would have never tried this fragrance had it not been for Scentbird. I can't even explain to you. I'm wearing it right now. It has notes of amber, bergamot, and white musk. From what I understand, that this is supposed to be like a universal scent. It's genderless. It just smells light and effortless and like clean. So this is literally my new favorite. The one that I just put on, I'll show you it again. Viva La Juicy Gold Couture by Juicy Couture. The perfect summer and spring scent in my mind. This one has notes of caramel, vanilla, berries, jasmine, and sandalwood. It's fun and playful and sweet and just gives summer and spring to me, like I said. Sorry, my camera died. But as I was saying, right now this is in the locked position. If you want to unlock it and spray it, you just push it over to this side, locked, unlocked, spray. If you have not heard of Scentbird and if you aren't familiar with them, they are a monthly subscription box that delivers a new fragrance to your door every month. I like that Scentbird is affordable and minimizes risk when you want to try and branch out with new fragrances. Maybe find your own signature scent, or just find a new go-to everyday scent, or find ones for each season, or if you want to, I don't know, match your fragrances to what you're reading. I could definitely see myself having like a fantasy scent and a romance scent. Scentbird has over 700 designer scents on their website. They have brands like Prada, Juicy Couture, but they also have some more niche labels maybe you haven't heard of before. It just gives you an opportunity to try a very wide array of options. Each bottle you get every month has a 30-day supply. So if you use it every day, you'll be ready for a new one when the next month's shipment comes around. But if you're not ready for a new one, you want to just hold off for a second, or you want to cancel altogether, you can skip shipments or cancel your membership at any time. If you don't know where to start or what you might like and you want some help with that, they have a quiz where you can go on, answer some questions, and they personalize some selections for your tastes, things that they think that you'll like based on your answers. I've talked about their packaging a ton, but it's small, easy to carry, perfect for traveling, perfect to throw in a bag. So convenient. If you want to find some new fragrances to love and you want to try out Scentbird, you can do so by scanning the QR code right here, or I'm also going to have a link down in the description. And with my code hannahelise, you'll get 55% off of your first order, plus free delivery to your door and a free case like this one, so you can match with me. If there's a fragrance you've really been wanting to try, see if it's on Scentbird's website. If it is, scan this QR code, click the link in the description, use code hannahelise, and you can get a 30-day supply of it for only $8 and free shipping and a free case. Thank you again to Scentbird for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I smell better right now, thanks to you. I'm gonna go meet my friend Lauren. She's coming with me to the bookstore. We're gonna get bagels, maybe, definitely coffee, not sure what food yet, and then subway over to the bookstore. We're about to head to Brooklyn to the bookstore. We just got off the subway, we're in Brooklyn, and we're about to go to a different coffee shop because our Pret coffee was disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, it was foul.
Those these leaves.
What?
Look at them.
Tell me what our Pret coffee was.
It tasted like sour.
Sour,
yes. Very sweet, overly sweet.
Like, it was like sour, burnt, and somehow also very sweet. Like, I don't know, this is no shade to Pret. I still love you. This was a one-off, it was a fluke, but I was not gonna force myself to drink that. So
we need some like good energy, good vibes.
We're at a cute coffee shop in Brooklyn. We're gonna go here, get a coffee. Remind myself of the other ones that I wanted to get. 7-Year Slip, which I'm holding right now, was on my list. Kale, Manon, Selena, Rune, oh my gosh. much to discuss. Number one, I bought this microphone. This is my first time using it, so I'm really hoping it's working. I literally have the other part of it connected to my computer, recording this audio on a voice memo to then overlay in my editing software. Anyway, I've been using my phone as a microphone, but I wanted to get a little microphone that can clip on. You can take it off too, and then like hold it if I wanted to. But the point of this right now is that it has that little clip on the back. Just gonna put it here so that I can hands-free vlog while also still having my air conditioning and fans on in this summer heat. It has been a few days, okay, since I last spoke on this vlog, and truth be told, that's just because I didn't feel like talking. First and foremost, I need to give you a haul of what I got from the Ripped Bodice, which, if you couldn't tell by the vlog clips I included, was an absolutely magical storefront. If you're in the area, you have to go. I loved it there so much. Like, I could have spent a really long time in there. I had so much fun, and I did get a few things. Let's do a haul. First is this tote bag. This is so, I'm sorry. I love this. It's beautiful. I'm a tote bag connoisseur. I have so many. So one would think like, why do you need another one? But then again, it's like, why wouldn't I? So I got this, and I also got it to use as a shopping bag for my items that I purchased. The first book that I got, the book that I went in there specifically looking for, was this book, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This book is the book that we're reading for my book club this month. Since I'm moving so very soon, this is the last month that I will be IRL for the book club. I'm hoping somebody can just FaceTime me in for the remainder of the meetings because I still want to be a part of it, but I was given the opportunity to pick our group's book, and I've been wanting to read this one for a while. It's been on my TBR, it's been in the back of my mind. I've heard such good things about this book. So this is the first thing that I picked up. This is like kind of what I went in there for. I knew that it was a romance type book, so they would have it there. Now, a lot has happened since we last spoke, as I said. If you could see this bookmark here, I'm almost done this book. And to be honest with you, I read literally almost the entire thing. I probably only have like maybe 5 or 10 pages left. I read all of it last night because I was eating it up. This book deserves the hype that it gets. You know what, I'm getting ahead of myself, I'll get into that. This is the first thing that I got at the bookstore. The other book that I really wanted to get at the bookstore was Magnolia Parks. I really want to read that, but they didn't have the cover that I wanted. This is the cover that they had, and this is the cover that I want. I figured if I was purchasing the physical book, like I could obviously just purchase it on Kindle, but I wanted the physical book because I really like this cover, but they didn't have this one, they had this one. So I just didn't get the book at all. I'm gonna order it online. Hopefully you can find like this specific cover that I really want. And if I can't, I'll just freaking read it on Kindle. I don't know. I wanted that one. And then when they didn't have the cover I wanted, I decided to grab this book, which is also one of the books on my list, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this one now and read it like in the summertime, or if I wanted to wait until the fall, because I'm, spoiler alert, already planning on doing another one of these in the fall with more like fall vibe books. And to me, as I said at the beginning of this, fantasy books give me fall vibes. So I was planning on reading this in the fall, but I didn't want to just only get one book, so I picked this up also. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I feel like everyone has read this book except for me. I've really been wanting to read it. I am in my fantasy era, as I told y'all earlier. Then the candle that I got, they had candles for so many different characters, and there were a lot of them from the Sarah J. Maas multiverse. Crescent City, Throne of Glass, ACOTAR. I should have looked for a Dorian one because I am such a Dorian girl, but I did see this one. It is the Day Candle, and it's from Crescent City. So if you've read Crescent City, you know what this is referring to, but I really liked the scent of this. It's eucalyptus, cedar wood, and flame. I love a eucalyptus candle. They're just so calming to me. So I picked this one up, and also I love Day. So that concludes my haul. I loved it there. I would highly recommend it to anyone. Oh, I also got this cute bookmark. This was free. I've started to collect bookmarks from different bookstores, so I really like this one. Obviously, it's pretty pink. Even the receipts were pink. It was beautiful. I loved it in there. I'm gonna add that to my collection. That is my haul. Now we can get into literally everything else that I need to tell you, because I have finished almost 3 books in the last 2 days, which is crazy. Like, I don't even know what's gotten into me with the other one that I finished. So as I just mentioned, I got the Crescent City Kindle. I just finished the 3rd Crescent City book, House of Flame and Shadow. I told you all earlier that I was reading this. I don't know how many pages I had left, like maybe a little over 100. I finished this a couple nights ago. I didn't give this a rating because at the time when I went to rate this, Goodreads was down randomly. I think as a whole, this book was not my favorite of the series. Definitely the 1st and 2nd. I don't remember which between those two I liked better. I did rate both of them 5 stars. Listen, when it comes to my ratings, take them with a grain of salt. I'm horrible at making decisions. I don't like rating books harshly unless I really dislike the book. But if I dislike it that much, I probably didn't finish it. So most of my ratings are 4 stars. Like that's my average rating. I feel like I wanted to give this one a 3.75 or 4. I don't know. I was really gripped at the beginning because of how it started and how it like continued on from the second book. I was so excited and I just ate that up. But I just felt like this was too long. I don't know, there were some parts that were really dragging, but then other parts where I was just so confused because there was just so much happening that it almost was too much. I'm not here to be a book critic, but this definitely wasn't my favorite one of the series. I think there's supposed to be a 4th book, but I've seen other people say this too, like by the way that this ended, it doesn't seem like there needs to be a 4th book. So I'm interested in seeing what could happen in the 4th book. I have some like things that I hope for the 4th book, but I feel like I can't really say because this is already the 3rd book in the series and that would give something away. It's so hard for me to give these like non-spoiler summaries of what these books are about when I'm on the 3rd book in the series, because at this point I feel like anything I say is a spoiler since the first 2 books have already culminated into this one. But anyway, so I finished this book. I also finished this book, The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I actually read this entire book in one singular day. And it's not a thin book. It's not this, but I don't know how the hell I read this all in one day. That wasn't even my intention. 476 pages. I was just so intrigued by this story. I wanted to know what happened and I just had to keep reading. Because anytime I feel like there was a natural stopping point, it wasn't even a natural stopping point because it was kind of always leading you into the next chapter. And I love books like that, that make you think and that make you just hungry for more and figuring out what the truth is or like what's going on. This book takes place in 1975 at a summer camp that is owned by this one family. They own like the whole plot of land. And then there's a small town. It takes place kind of like upstate New York. There's a small town like 5 miles away or so. And a lot of people that live in the town, everyone knows each other. Everyone knows of this family. They're like notorious in the area. They're wealthy, they have power, and they own this summer camp. So already there's a couple themes there that I love. Just like a mysterious family that for some reason has a lot of power and has a lot of secrets. I love a summer camp vibe. There are a couple other books that I've read that are like take place in the summer, and I think one of them might be a camp. What book was that? If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen. But there was another book that I read that took place at a summer camp and I ate it up. Something about a summer camp gives me like mysterious vibes. I don't know if that makes any sense. The premise of this book is basically surrounding the daughter of the family that like owns that big plot of land and owns the summer camp. The daughter goes to the summer camp this summer and goes missing. And then it takes you back and forth in time. There's a few different timelines because her older brother also went missing like a decade and a half prior. The relationships between the family members, the relationships between the family and the people who live in the town, and what people know that they might not be talking about because they're afraid of like the power and influence that these people have. It's very interesting. It's gripping. I think I gave it a 4 stars. I mean, obviously I ate it up, but I didn't feel like it was 5 stars to me because I've read books similar to this that were resounding 5 stars. Can I think of them off the top of my head right now? No, but I really enjoyed this nonetheless, which now leads us to this. Holy shit. I started this book last night at like 9 p.m. maybe. I was up until 2 in the morning reading this book. I knew sort of the premise of this when I chose it for the book club. I somehow didn't know that this took place in New York City. On the back of the book, it does not say that it takes place in New York City, but when I was at the bookstore, they had a little like end cap that had books that took place in New York City, and this was on it. So I was like, oh, hold on. Bitch, this book was so good. I don't know how many pages I have left, and I don't want to see any spoilers. I freaking hate it when I'm trying to just look at how many pages are in it and I end up spoiling something. So there's 324 pages. I'm on page 318, so I literally have 6 pages left. I'll probably sit there and read this when I'm done filming this clip. I have so many highlights. I've never read a book by this author before, and I now want to go and read every book she's ever written because I love the way she writes. Let me just read you this excerpt that I highlighted. It says, I loved how a book, a story, a set of words and a sentence organized in the exact right order made you miss places you've never visited and people you've never met. Just like such beautiful writing. This book was funny, it was sweet, it was endearing. Why am I saying was? I still have 6 pages left. At the point that I'm at right now, I would give this 5 stars. Like completely, this blew me away. I just absolutely loved it. It was such an easy read. Like 320-ish pages, made my heart genuinely feel warm. Let me summarize the premise of it for you. Oh my God, that's so funny. There's 2 pigeons that just landed on my... If you've read this book, you know the significance of the two pigeons thing. Two pigeons just landed like right by my window. That's crazy. So this is about a girl. She lives in New York City. Her aunt owns an apartment on the Upper East Side, and her aunt has told her since she was young that the apartment is magical. This girl never believed her aunt. She's like, bitch, what are you talking about? Whatever. Until something happens to her that proves that she was right. She ends up living in the same apartment, comes home one day, goes to sleep, wakes up to a man in the apartment. She's looking around, she's seeing all the decor in the apartment. It's not how she left it, like literally the night before when she came home from work and went to bed. She sees a calendar on the table. It's set to 7 years ago. So it's like a time warp, and that time warp only exists within the apartment. And she lives in her real time 7 years in this man's future. But they meet in this apartment, in her aunt's apartment, and you just kind of find out what happens. God, it's so good. I would highly recommend this to anyone even slightly interested. I'll put all of the links to these books down below. I think I'm gonna give this to my mom. Oh my God, look, the pigeons. So there's my update, now that I've been talking for 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna finish up this book. I don't think I'll have any final thoughts because I think I just gave you all my thoughts, but if I do, I'll let you know. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next, but that's it for now. I want this man. That was so good. Oh my God, it is so hot in here. Holy shit. Sorry about the angle. I just am not, I'm trying to decompress right now. It's later. Obviously, I just showered, did my night routine. Oh my God, I'm sweating profusely. Typically, my night routine before bed is to read. I'm literally gonna have eye damage from doing this. This is insane, but the lighting in here is not very good. So I'm taking one for the team. I was thinking about what I wanted to read, like what new book I wanted to start, and nothing was sparking my interest. Nothing was calling to me. Nothing felt right. I didn't feel like I was in the mood for anything specific. I have so many books, like physical ones on my shelves that I could start. I could get any book on my Kindle, and just nothing was calling to me. And I think that it's because I finished the 7-year slip. I loved it so much that I wish I could read it again and just feel the feelings that I felt again for the first time with that book. And I can't. And I think that I'm just having like a bit of a book hangover. I was scrolling on social media earlier, as one does. I saw that apparently, allegedly, I saw that this series dropped on Netflix, and it's an adaptation of a book series that I've read. So I'm really interested in it, and I really want to watch it. It is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read that series, I think a couple years ago. Absolutely ate it up. Loved the series. And we're going to see what's up. We're going to check it out. And I feel like this low-key still fits the theme of the vlog because it revolves around books. And this show was based on a book series. That's the best day of my life. Oh my God, and they're British. It's amazing. Hello everyone, I'm just popping in here to end off this vlog. I never filmed an outro. Shocker. I had so much fun making this video. I had so much fun editing this video. I love this video. I'm so, I don't know, just this felt so refreshing, this whole process of making this video. So I really hope that you guys liked it as well. I never know where to look when I'm filming on my computer. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this because I would absolutely love to do that. I'm literally already planning one for the fall time, like I said. But that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. If you've made it to this point in the video, comment down below I'm a real one because you're a real one. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.